I'm doing great. Did you have your breakfast?
Yes, I did. What about
Okay.
you?
I didn't have to. Thank you so much. Well, let's get started. And may I know a little bit about yourself, your background? What did you study? What's your experience like? And what do you know about in networking, SOC, and what your day-to-day job looks like?
Yes, sure. So first of all, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. So I'm Lakshmi Budihar. So I have completed my engineering in 2018 in ENC background. So after that, I got a chance to work in testing domain. So, but because of COVID and all, it was a bit gap. The company got closed, and then I got an opportunity to work in one of the reputed MNC company, that is Tech Mahindra. And there I have joined as an associate software engineer. So, but there I got an opportunity to work as a SOC analyst, L1. So there I have worked for about 2 years. I got a little bit exposure on Splunk also. I have worked on Microsoft Sentinel for like about 1.5 years. So then after that, because of my pregnancy and my health issues, I was a bit away from this work. So I take a gap. So after that, after healing myself, I was keep on updating myself on my like previous work, and I used to work on online labs also to keep update myself on this cybersecurity. So after that, now I feel like I'm perfect to start my career again. So I'm seeking for a job.
Okay. That sounds very optimistic.
Yeah.
Okay. So you told me that you have been working as a test engineer. And then how did you land up in Tech Mahindra as a SOC analyst?
Actually, that I got that opportunity in my college campus time. So, but that company was a startup company, and after like almost 1 year, during the COVID time, I don't know what happened. Suddenly, they told like, okay, we are going to shutting down, so we are terminating you all. We just got that mail, and it got terminated. So, and after that, I was just randomly searching for testing roles. I got an opportunity in Tech Mahindra as associate software engineer,
Hmm.
and that time the jobs I was really wanted to get into an organization. So then I just applied for the job, and they have taken a basic interview, and they have given me an opportunity to work in cybersecurity. So that was not like a targeted role, but I got it. What I could say, just fate. I don't know.
Okay, you grabbed the opportunity.
Yes, I grabbed that opportunity,
Okay.
and yeah, the initially, to be frank, I was not that aware about this. Like I know like what is cybersecurity and all,
Hmm.
but not completely about the role as a SOC L1 and all. So after I got a KT for some months. I was like really interested in this job, and I really felt that this job is same time risky as well as very responsible job. So I was very excited to work on this role.
Okay, why do you say it's risky?
It's definitely risky because, see, a small ignorance can lead to a very big loss, a very big impact for the organization. So we have to be aware throughout our shifts. We have to be available for like whenever any additional weekends calls and all the time, because it will lead to a very huge loss, maybe a financial loss, maybe data leakage or anything. So we have to be like very alert while doing our job.
Okay, so you meant it to be a very responsible job.
Yes, it's very responsible job.
Okay, as a mother, how do you manage doing rotational shifts, working 24/7?
Uh, Now my baby is like about 2 years, and I have my mother at my home.
Mhm.
She'll take care of him completely, and he is adjusted with everyone in the home. So most of the time, I spend time with him, but it is not like he's completely depending on me. So I can manage the work.
Okay, got it. Can you tell me how your day-to-day life looks like as a SOC analyst? What do you start with on a day?
As, yes, as a SOC analyst, every day, first, when I should visit to my office, first I used to check like any cyber security attacks are going on, like just online search for some time, and then I'll start with my mails. I'll see if any mail I'm getting like any from my seniors, all those things. After that, I'll check with the alerts. Start with my monitoring work. I'll see if I'm getting any alerts on a daily basis. And then I'll prioritize the alerts based on the severity. Then I will assign them and I'll work on the alerts. So once the day completes, I'll gather all the information like how much alerts we received, like what are true positive, what are false positive, what are the root cause analysis. Will document all the things for that particular day, and I'll send the shift handover to my seniors as well as my manager. So that's
Oh,
how I used to work.
what are the SIM tools that you
Same
have worked
tools.
on?
Okay. I have worked on Microsoft Sentinel, and initially I got exposure to Splunk also.
Okay, so your experience lies more with Sentinel.
Sentinel.
Okay, all right. And can you explain to me how Sentinel works?
Sentinel is a SIM security SIM tool, which first collects the logs from the data source devices, and the logs will be indexed, and indexed logs will be retrieved on the console for SOC analyst to interact with the logs.
Okay, and how does the dashboard look like? What all you will be able to see?
The dashboard looks like we can see like what are the alerts, the incidents, the reports options. We have the description and all what kind of alerts like severity, all that options, and we can see the overview of the dashboard. How many alerts are there? How many alerts are active? All those things we can see.
Okay, and have you had an experience of where you mistakenly identified a true positive as a false positive?
No, I don't have that kind of experience because most of the alerts we got are like most of the alerts were like false positive only.
Mm.
Rarely we used to get the true positives on a daily basis. So whenever I feel any alert is suspicious, I would definitely not close it with having any kind of confusion. So I used to escalate it. So I used to do the deeper investigation with my seniors, and then we used to finally, if it is true positive, we'll take the proper action and all, and then is to close the alert.
Okay, you said you will escalate. At
Yes.
what instant you will escalate? When do you
Uh,
escalate?
Yes. So if I feel like if any alerts which are I feel like they are false positive, I will close them. But if I feel like any alerts are like very suspicious, like uh, based on the initial triage, if I feel like the alert is not false positive and it's even more suspicious, then I'll escalate it to the L2 based on like if the IP is malicious or URL is malicious, and any kind of user interaction is not there, but still that alert is notified. So then I'll escalate it.
Okay, can you tell me some of the trending cyber attacks?
Yeah, in 2026, like real cyber attacks, you're
Yeah.
asking? Yeah, in 2026, there was a cyber attack on like US healthcare system for the ransomware attack. so which leads to the whole healthcare center to close its clinical laboratories, their hospital, and their no disclose their electronic devices. It was a very big attack that happened. That was a ransomware deployment.
Okay. And what do you know about SQL injection?
SQL injection is a type of a cyber attack where the attacker injects the malicious SQL code into the website uh, to look like a it will look like a malicious website, but it will he will inject it into the input of the data server to receive to exfiltrate the data.
Okay. And do you know about cross-site scripting, XSS?
Cross-site scripting is also a type of a cyber attack. So, where an attacker will inject the malicious script into the website.
Okay. So how is this different from SQL injection? Or are they the
As
same?
SQL injection is here, the attacker will inject the script to steal the data. I mean, he'll inject it into the SQL database input servers.
Okay. All right. What do you know about OWASP?
Uh, OWASP, I'm not having complete, like I don't have complete awareness about this, but I'll go through it. I'll go through it.
Okay, sure. And can you tell me the difference between virus, Trojan, and worm?
Virus, it is a malicious software. It's a malicious code which will get attached to the legitimate file itself, and it will get spread whenever the file executes. Trojan is a malicious software which pretends itself as a legitimate software.
Okay, and worm?
Worm, worm. Okay, I forgot. I'll just go through it.
Okay, so worms, they spread in the network without any user actions,
Okay.
right? And can you explain to me the concept of networking? What is
Uh,
networking?
Networking is a interconnection of devices in the network where devices will be sharing their data, their resources with each other. So that's a networking.
Okay. And can you explain to me incident management and alert triaging and security monitoring?
Incident monitoring,
Incident
alert,
management. First,
incident
let's talk about incident management.
management. Okay, so incident management, it is a structured method which will be followed by an organization to uh, deal with a particular incident or the real-time incident to detect, analyze, and respond to it in a real time. So there are several stages in the incident management. First one is like preparation, then detection, and then containment, eradication, and then recovery, and then lessons learned. And then there comes alert monitoring. Alert monitoring is nothing but a 24/7 monitoring of the alerts, the suspicious activities generated by a SIM tool. Then initial triaging, right? You asked.
Alert triaging.
Alert triaging. Okay. Alert triaging is nothing but finding out if any of the suspicious alert generated is either a true positive or a false positive. Means if it is the real alert or it is just falsely generated because of some activity or like that. So that's a alert triaging.
Okay. And have you had an experience of managing an incident at work?
Uh, Managing an incident.
Yeah.
Okay, so there was a, incident that I have managed. The initial investigation that I did on a particular incident. So that was the phishing attack,
Mm-hmm.
and we got a phishing. The user got a suspicious mail, and he has interacted with the mail without knowing. So that time, once we got that alert, so it was a like high severity alert only. And that time I got to know, and I did the initial triaging of the alert. Like I have checked with the headers, and in headers I have found out that SPF and DKIM were failed. And then I got to know that okay, there's something suspicious about this mail. And then I checked with the domain name. Domain name also was like suspicious. I have checked it in the threat intelligence platform, and that was also suspicious. And then I have checked with the IP address. It was showing some different location, which are like our organization people we don't communicate with. And then I got even more suspicious. Then I asked the user directly, like we checked with the user, like if he has interacted with the email. Then he says yes, and he says yes, and he said like he don't know what's going on, but he is not able to open a file, one certain file. And we got like okay, what kind, maybe it's a file got encrypted, some issue is going on. And then I felt like it is a kind of ransomware attack, because that file was not getting open and it was encrypted, or maybe any kind of malware is installed in it when he clicked on that URL. So then I have escalated it to my seniors regarding the incident. Like I have collected all the information. I have gave the all the evidences that I have collected, and even they did a deeper investigation. And then we find out that yes, that was a ransomware attack. And for some time, his machine was completely isolated from the network. And then there was some management discussions were going on that particular incident. And then we have got, then his system was later recovered. They did a they did a, complete recovery of the system. They deleted everything from the system. And then they, for about 2 to 3 days, they have just waited if any attack happens again. No, but everything was sought out later. And then the user changed his credentials, passwords, everything, and then he started to work on that. So that was one incident which I have faced the issue.
Okay. So with that incident, did you learn a lesson, and what did you do post the incident? Because phishing is something which could be avoided, isn't it?
Yes, that there is a big lesson that I have learned from that incident is that first thing is that we have to aware everyone about the phishing mails, phishing, what kind of phishings are there, how people will scam, how we get phishing email, and what, whenever people get any phishing mails, what basic thing they have to at least check before opening any mail. So that thing, and one more thing is like that mail included the content which is like very interesting and very emergency content. You know,
Mm.
the user felt like wow, it's some kind of salary hike kind of content it was. And obviously people will think like okay, it's a salary hike so I have to just open it.
Mm.
So yeah, he just ignored the fact about checking domain and all those things.
Mm.
So that's also one thing we have to cross check everything before opening any email. So I really felt that's a very important thing.
Okay. So did trigger a security awareness training session or tabletop exercise for phishing? Did you do that post the incident?
Yes, we did a phishing like phishing awareness campaign. in our organization, and there was a little assessment kind of thing we did, and we sent it to everyone, and everyone has to pass that phishing awareness campaign exam. So that was taken place.
Okay, that's nice. Have you done malware analysis?
Yes, it was obviously most of them were like false positive analysis only I did, but yes, I did the malware analysis. Uh, so as I mentioned, ransomware is also one of the kind of malware. So that analysis I have done. And apart from that, malware analysis, no, I don't think I have done any other malware analysis apart from that.
Okay. And what do you know about the difference between authentication and authorization?
Authentication is it defines like any user uh, uh, has to be user has the access to authenticate to any of the system or network or application, means he should be eligible, not eligible, he should be allowed to access it. But when it comes to authorization, like what kind of uh, like what kind of access he has to authorized to access any system or file or anything. Like for example, the if user is allowed to access certain files and folders, then only he can access it. That is authorization. But if the user is having any pass, like if he wants to uh, mm, because access any like system, he will be having certain login passwords and all. So that's where authentication comes.
Okay, authentication is who is accessing what, and authorization is what they
What he's
access.
allowed to, yes.
Okay, and what is accounting? You call this as AAA concept. What's accounting to it? Authentication, authorization, and one thing added more, accounting.
Uh, Accounting,
So that's
I
basically
forgot.
checking your log files about
Okay.
what the authorized person did with the data. Did he
Data.
modify anything, or did he delete anything, or did he just read the file? Okay, great. And yeah, your resume says that you have experience in NSS, vulnerability scanning as well. So how long have you worked on this tool, NSS?
Nessus, actually, I have not worked by myself, but I
Mhm.
have involved while my seniors were working on it. So we have a direct like a Nessus tool integrity with our SIM tool. So they used to we used to directly check like after vulnerability management reports, we used to check in that tool, like what are the vulnerabilities are there in the particular system, and what needs to be changed, what security operations has to taken place based on that. Like for example, patching, or if any weak passwords are there. So we used to get the updates in that tool. So the people we used to give the awareness to the users to work on that.
Okay. And what's endpoint security?
Endpoint security is nothing but we say it like EDR. It's a agent that is installed at the hosts or servers or laptops endpoints, which will collect the each and every activity as an event and send it to the in the form of logs to the centralized SIM solution. So where we will monitor those logs and those events of the endpoints remotely.
Okay. And any tools that you have worked on for endpoint security?
Yes, Falcon CrowdStrike.
Okay. Can you explain how CrowdStrike works? The features of CrowdStrike?
CrowdStrike, I mean the architecture kind of.
Yes.
The architecture, I'm not aware. I'll go through it.
Sure, sure. Okay, all right. And your resume also says that you are skilled in threat enrichment using global threat intelligence sources. So, can you explain about a MITRE attack?
Mitral attack.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a MITRE attack is a global knowledge-based document which has all kinds of like attacker behaviors, their procedures, their techniques. All those documents are there, and what kind of cyber attacks uh, uh, can happen using what kind of techniques. So all those documents are there in the MITRE attack.
And what's the concept of cyber kill chain?
Cyber kill chain is like step-by-step methods followed by a cyber attack to do a cyber attack. Attacker to do a cyber attack and sustain in that cyber attack. And there are several steps in the cyber kill chain.
Okay. And can you tell me a time when you felt very pressured at work and how you handled it?
Uh, yes, there are certain times I felt like pressured. That too in the afternoon shifts, especially because that time we used to get a lot of alerts. And some of the alerts, it's not necessary that I have to go through each and every alert, but still, when we used to get suddenly a huge amount of alert, and I used to feel like ooh, so many alerts, and but they all are related to any legitimate work, which is the internal organization work itself. But for running any script or some IT, IT people are doing some kind of maintenance and all. Suddenly, we used to get some kind of alerts, and I was like, oh, so many alerts. But after that. Yeah, I used to see like what kind of alerts, and if I feel like all of them are like because of a same work that they are doing internally, and then I used to inform it to our seniors, so they used to fine tune it to reduce those false alerts. So that's the only time I felt like suddenly if I get like burst of alerts, so suddenly I will feel like okay, there are a lot of alerts, I have to handle it properly. That's it. Apart from that, in a regular time, I don't feel like anything that's I feel like pressured or anything.
Oh, that's nice to hear. Your resume under achievements section says that you have reduced false positives by 20 percentage through fine-tuning Splunk correlation rules. Can you explain how you did that?
Yes, initially when I was in the training time, so that time there were like I was in the training. That time there was like burst of alerts I have received, and I was not knowing like how to deal with that. And that time I asked my seniors like how to deal with these so many alerts in this tool, and they say like okay, we can see, you just first he just guided me like go through what each and alert says, and I went through each and alert, and it was because of some developer was running some code, it seems, so we got so many alerts. And then he said like okay, we can fine tune these alerts, no problem. Like then with a Splunk, there's a Splunk basic query, Splunk basic language, we have SPL. So in that we have written a detection rule for that particular alerts, and then almost like 20% of alerts get reduced. So that's one thing I did.
Okay, all right. So, where do you want to see yourself in the next 5 years?
Next 5 years, yes, definitely I have to consider that I'm restarting my career. Next 5 years, definitely I want to be in a place where I lead a team and share my knowledge with them, and also I want to be in the I want to be updated myself for next 5 years each and every day. That's it.
And how are you planning to update yourself? Keep track of the
Uh,
latest trends.
yes. Each and every day, I'm going through like what all cyber attacks are there, any new technologies are coming, and how organization work structure is going on daily basis, and if any new kind of cyber attacks are happening, and any new kind of tools are coming. So all those things I'm especially now very trending is AI. So how AI is going to help in cybersecurity and how it is going to affect cybersecurity. All these things I'll definitely update myself uh, until I reach my next position.
Okay, and are you part of any platform or do you attend webinars? How have you planned to do that?
Uh, when it comes to cybersecurity, actually, I have certain channels that I've subscribed to in the YouTube, in the Telegram, especially. I'll get very good information from Telegram regarding cybersecurity. There's a hacker news also, and then there are certain Instagram feeds where I can daily, instead of reels, I can scroll cybersecurity news. So that's how I have updated till now. And definitely, I'm planning to attend certain webinars I have in my list. So I'll attend them.
Okay. And one last question. Since this is a 24/7 job, okay, a rotational shift job, how do you manage working in the weekends?
Yes, for me, weekends is like almost of the time it will be like a call support. So if it is continuous engaging also, I don't have any issues because previously also I have worked and I didn't feel any issue while working in the weekends, especially, and I didn't think much about this thing because weekends are because I feel like this role is, as I said, this is very responsible role, and for that I'm ready to work in the weekends also.
Okay. All right. Very nice. Thank you so much for taking part in today's mock interview. I wish you the very best.
Thank you so much.
You have a great day. Bye
Thank you.
bye.
You too. Bye.